As we get ready for the storm heading our way, we're taking a look back at some of the storms that have hit San Diego in the past.
We have team coverage from 3 different decades. Here's how Gene Cubbison, Loren Nancarrow, and Shawn Styles reported on rain-soaked San Diego.
It was the first real downpour since last summer, and by the time the morning rush hour was in full swing, many streets were flooded, where the San Diego River swelled from a trickle to a torrent following an inch of rain overnight. Camino de la Reina was flooded at Avenida del Rio on the west and at Stadium Way on the east. Except for truckers and large rigs, motorists were forced to take other routes into Mission and Fashion Valley shopping centers. But their efforts were further hampered by the closing of Mission Center Road at the junction of Friars Road after one lane was found practically submerged. Another major thoroughfare rendered impassable was Murphy Canyon Road between Tierra Santa Boulevard and Arrow Drive. In addition to streams of runoff from Interstate 15, the road was awash with mud sliding down from a freeway overpass project. Even streets that remained open posed some problems for drivers who found themselves splashing through puddle after puddle, hoping their engines wouldn't stall.
The latest winter storm to hit San Diego arrived later than expected, but every bit as wet as expected. It rained hard overnight, but by mid-morning, the usual spots that flood were wet, but certainly passable. By afternoon, the sun was hidden again, and the tail end of the storm was vigorously moving into San Diego. Visibility on local freeways was reduced to 10 or 15 feet, but freeway speeds were not reduced visibly. It rained so hard this afternoon, the flash flood watch from this morning became a reality. Interstate 5 near the border became barely passable as rising water covered all but one lane. This is a classic El Nino storm, riding the jet stream in from Hawaii.
This wet season, San Diego has seen a lot of rain, to say the least. 3 times above average. Over 10.5 inches of rain have fallen so far this year. That has meant a lot of flooding in the South Mission Beach area and plenty of practice for business owners.
I guess this is under the heading of Sandbags to the Rescue.
Bags to the rescue, yes, sir.
Tell me, what's the job today?
Well, we're going to save our building here. It's overflowing.
For Tony Orizzoni, who is a new business owner in South Mission, he's getting a crash course in flood prevention.
First run was put out last night. Now we got to put out a little more just to protect the building. Thanks to the good old landlord, John here, filled up some more bags. It's really a 2 to 3 man effort to keep all the water out.
Tony will soon learn that the flooding he's trying to keep out of his new shop is not a once-in-a-while deal in this part of South Mission Beach. It always floods when it rains, for a couple of reasons. 1, the land is so low, only a couple feet above sea level. And 2, the pump station that's supposed to move the water out can't keep up with all the rain coming down. That leaves some business owners frustrated.
It doesn't make any sense, you know. We've been here 23 years, so it doesn't help.